when you see someone that very successful, that living the life that you dreams about, ask them how many times they are failed and what they learn from the failure.
How you do your tasks, how you manage your studies so that you can achieve good scores, your strategy for studying. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you so much. So this is, Mariam, this is the strategy that I do when I study there, right? Yes. First thing first, di sana itu teman-teman yang beda dari sistem belajar Indonesia adalah kita akan belajar banyak sendiri. So it's basically self-study. Teman-teman akan dikasih satu tugas. Oke, tugas writing. Kalian harus writing 5,000 words essay by your own. Maybe ya. Itu kalau S2. Mungkin kalau S1 1.500. Ya, for example. Jangan kaget dulu. Dia udah kaget aja si George nih. Jadi 1.500 sampai 2.000. And you need to prepare everything by your own. Jadi time management is really important. Break the big task into small and achievable one. Ya, jadi ada namanya teknik SMART. Kalau kalian ada hal besar, break it into small step. Apa dulu nih? Maybe for an essay that 2,000 words, I will chunk it every day. At least I need to write 200 words. Lebih gampang kan? Lebih rasanya bisa di-achieve kan? Jadi for a big things, break it into small step. That's what I do. I think most of the international students, that's what they do. And the second one, jangan lupa kasih diri sendiri istirahat. Karena banyak teman-teman international student itu burn out. Atau teman-teman sekarang ya yang belajar IELTS, belajar, mau di sekolah belajar, pulang belajar lagi gitu kan. Kita bisa burn out, capek otaknya. Jadi otak itu juga butuh refreshment. Di saat teman-teman kasih waktu istirahat, for instance, this is my break day, I will not think about anything, just yourself, be present gitu loh. Misalnya jadi self care ya, kalau cewek-cewek mungkin jadinya apa sih, skincarean. Kalau laki-laki jadinya do some sports gitu loh, main catur, main game, anything yang melupakan tanggung jawab itu penting. So make the time that will fit to your target, and also give yourself a space for having fun. That's, I think, my ultimate tips. And the last one, but not least, surround yourself with a good supporting system. Kalau bisa teman-teman yang bikin kalian, aduh susah banget nih guys, mampus lah gitu kan. Terus teman-teman itu ada untuk kalian bilang gini, it's okay, take a break. Or you need to take a good care of yourself. Teman-teman yang kayak begitu. Jadi di saat kalian demotivasi, dia akan ngingetin hal-hal bagus tentang kalian. Bayangin, you already learn like for these past few months. Ya wajar lalu capek, ya udah istirahat dulu. Jadi a good supporting system, a good time management, and also a good resting time. That's basically what I do.
I want to ask you a question. I often see people fail on their first try on LPDP scholarship. What's the correct essay format and tips for the interview test? Miss said earlier that there are many fully funded scholarships, right? Do they cover all school and living costs or just school fees? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good question as well. The first question, many people fail in their first trial, but several get accepted in the first trial. I also failed before I accepted for LPDP. I failed for Fulbright, for American scholarship, and also Australian award. But I believe your failure is the one that prepared for your success. So that's why my third trial for LPDP, I got accepted. So this is also my tips that I give for several students that I teach. When you see someone that very successful, ya, di saat ketemu orang yang menurut kalian lebih sukses dan living the life that you dreams about, ask them how many times they are failed. So ask them how many times they are failed and what they learn from the failure, because it will prepare you for many failure in this life, guys. And my tips will be, when you want to write an essay for scholarship for your bachelor degree or master degree, make sure your story is unique to you. Ya, story-nya unik, ada sentuhan diri. Kalau kata Miss, jangan pakai AI. Karena AI AI itu bahasanya bahasa robot, teman-teman. Kalian boleh use AI for brainstorming. Pada tahu brainstorming ya? Untuk ngumpulin ide boleh AI. Tapi kalau for writing itself, use your own language. Karena ada hal-hal tentang manusia yang tidak bisa dipenuhi AI. So make sure the story is unique to you. Just imagine, there are so many people apply for that scholarship, right? So what make you stand out from others? Bring your personal story. For me, Miss sendiri kasih experience saat misalnya kita harus menunjukkan jiwa-jiwa kepemimpinan. When I become a leader, I tell it that I was really struggling to balance my college and also my work, but at the same time also a leader in my work field and also my college. But I managed that. So the story that maybe other people will not have that kind of story, itu ya yang harus diletakkan di essay. And for the interview, many people mistaken when they take an interview, they feel like they are or the interviewer is assessing me. Kayak they try to judge me, my personality. And the truth is they don't do that. What they want to know is just yourself, your personality. Jadi jangan merasa bahwa kalian tuh dinilai dan dijudge. Mereka hanya ingin tahu kalian tuh manusia seperti apa sih? What you aim in this life? What kind of impact that you want to make? Nah, kalau teman-teman mau dapat scholarship, this is a good tips, ya. Teman-teman harus tahu mau jadi apa dulu. What kind of impact that you want to give to the community? Maybe you really passionate about environment issue or educational issue. You face several problems about mental health. So you want to make a platform that Gen Z or Gen Alpha will learn about their own mental health, how to excel in their career, in their academics, that kind of stuff. Jadi teman-teman harus bawa sesuatu. You bring something to the table. That's my tips. And just be confident. Mungkin simple, tapi confidence itu penting kalau teman-teman nanti di interview. And the second question, fully funded. Nah, itu sebenarnya for that one, you can take a look for the web. They will provide descriptions what they will cover. For instance, they will cover tuition fee, blah 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 blah. And you need to know that from browsing. Jadi do your own browsing, bisa dari web, dari Google, atau bisa dari YouTube. For instance, yang tadi Miss kasih itu rata-rata full funded. Jadi semuanya dibiayai. But again, you will need your own research, right? Kalian cuma tahu nama-namanya tadi. But how to apply, what kind of things that they will cover, you will see there. So make sure you really take a look deeper. Is it full funded or partially funded? If it's partially funded, what kind of things that I need to cover? Gitu ya. I hope that this all really answer your questions. Thank you.